Hey folks, Mythicodium here. Today I'm going to do something kind of fun I haven't ever had to do or haven't had the chance to do, but thankfully my friends over at Paizo sent me the Murder in Metal City box set. This is the deluxe adventure. It is a levels 1 to 2 mod. This is an intro. Basically, it's the intro box set for Starfinder, akin to Paizo's Troubles in Atari box set. So I thought it'd be fun to actually unbox it. We will be using this on our live play of Starfinder in the next coming weeks. So hopefully you can catch us on there. We're actually going to use this actual box set. We're going to go old school paper and pen and dice sets and all that fun stuff. And we're not going to use the computers. It's going to be an absolute riot to see everyone try to do math without the computer. So, all right, let's get into the unboxing. So again, this is a standalone. It is $40 US, which would be about $45, $50 Canadian, depending on where you can get it in your favorite local game store. Inside it has a 64-page adventure for first level characters. Again, this will take your players from first to second level. You're running around the planet Avalon, the city of striving, and it comes with 6 pre-generated characters. It comes with a reference sheet for the GM, which is going to be good. It comes with a 2-sided combat flip mat, combat tokens for the player characters, and dozens of foes. 20 investigation handouts and 24 cards with NPCs and gear. So I'm really, really looking forward to kind of doing a little more tactile stuff when we do it. So let's get into it. All right, so here are some of the equipment cards, which is really, really cool. We have the Silent Starfall pistol, infiltrator serum, smoke grenades, micro goggles, the breaching gun, consecrated key wraps. That's awesome. Or key caps, sorry, key caps. They're keyboard caps. That's hilarious. Plasma sword, the good old plasma cannon, the med patch, hacking toolkit, the reusable grenade shell, and the chemicalizer. That's awesome. All right, and then this would be the binder full of NPCs. And we've got Gellion, Shalalamula, good lord, the Erudite Collaborator, Romana, Veseliza, sure, we'll say that. Yara, Bebelu, Lucky Compilation of Numbers, the Prime Facilitator, Hessop, Springfrost, and ooh, Unknown. All right, cool. All right, so these are the tokens. They are 2-sided, which is great. I'm not going to punch them out right now because I don't want them rattling around. But yeah, they look really, really nice. Really good coloring on them. All right, here's the Starfinder 2-sided flip mat. This thing is massive. There we go. That is one massive, massive, massive map. That is crazy big. It's so big, I don't even think it'll show up. Yeah, it'll just take up my entire overhead view here. So there's that side. That's awesome. And there's that side. Huge maps. These have to be 2x3, something like that. They're really large. They're really big. They will take up a lot of space. Okay, so I have read through the adventure. I did get a PDF of this back in August, so I did read through this. You may be wondering why I'm doing this now, late September. Shipping takes forever from the US. I didn't actually know if this was coming. This finally showed up. We're in September 24th. This showed up less than 2 weeks ago. So whenever they shipped it, it took forever because Canada Customs sucks. So we have a whole bunch of player NPC handouts. It's got handout 1, 2, 3. All of 6, 7, 8. There is a lot of player handouts. My goodness. And there you go. And that is, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. So that's the invitation to analog. This is literally how the adventure kicks off. So this is no spoiler or anything here. This is just for something that your players will get, and you'll toss it out there. I'm not going to show any other ones because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who's planning to actually play the adventure. So we'll go from there. All right. We then have player character profiles. Not particularly. I might have to try to zoom in. So player character profiles. This is GM notes. This will help you with things like the player name, their pronouns, character name, the character pronouns, ancestry, background, class, languages, senses. Senses you'd put in their perception, or if they have anything like dark vision, all around sight, anything like that, you just quickly put that in there. Little spot for notes as well. It has a list on the back of important NPCs, which again, I'm not going to show because that will spoil some stuff. It has an evidence tracker on the back sheet as well. Again, I'm not going to show it because I don't want to spoil anything for people. It does have a really cool little section, which I can show, which is the treasure tracker and the XP tracker. So I don't want to show the rest of that, but it's pretty cool. All right, these are the player characters. These are what they can attempt, or the choices they have to play. So we have Lunar 17, a android mystic, Nitpick Gennet, a Yosoki witch warper. That's an interesting combination. We have Old Growth Wildfire, a Kizar soldier. So the Kizars are a new playable race specifically for this adventure. So this is really cool. You can actually play one of those. They're like a tree person, you know, I am Groot type idea. Really cool. The back comes with, to try to pause it and zoom that, but that is the back of the character sheet, which shows everything the players need. We have Vorza Moonshot. Oh, I wonder if relation to Manny from Cosmic Birthday. A Vesk Solarian, which is really cool. That's the Graviton one. And of course, we have a Skittermander, a purple Skittermander. I'm pretty sure one of my players will be all over that. Skittermander Envoy. That's awesome. And it actually comes with a little bit of their background, how to play them, what to do for like in combat or exploration, ways they can heal, plus all their information. And the final one is Jadana, which is a Kasha operative. So we have the operative, we have the envoy, the Solarian, the soldier, the witch warper, and the mystic. That means all 6 classes that are in the player core are in here, which is great. And they give you the one specialized ancestry from this kit, which is really cool as well. All right, this is the actual adventure. So Murder in Metal City. It is 64 pages. Again, I'm not going to flip through a lot just because I don't want to, spoil anything for anyone. It shows you everything that's inside the kit, which is fun because like I said, as the PDF, I already saw most of this. And there's some monsters they're going to fight. Avalon, which is the main city planet, I mean, striving. So it's got a whole bunch of information on that, etc. So there you go. GM reference, which is really nice. So it gives you all the different creature identification skills. This is so important just because a lot of times you have to pop into like Archives of Nethys to see what it is if you don't have a GM screen. So this is really good. The encounter budget, if you're going to create your own encounters, etc., simple DCs, etc. So it's a nice little GM reference. I like that. That's really good. All right, and that is the end of the box set. So really nice little box set. The one thing I noticed that it doesn't have are dice, which kind of makes sense given the way things are happening around the world with tariffs and stuff. The moment you add dice into it, it can become more of a board game than a game, and you can have arguments with customs, etc. So I can see why they decided not to put any dice in the system or in this setup. So I'm all for it. That's fine. We have tons of dice. So yeah, that's it. That is the unboxing of Murder Metal City. Again, a little 64-page introductory adventure for Starfinder. You can catch us over on Twitch and YouTube on Tuesdays for the next probably month or so, as we are going to be running through Murder Metal City analog. We're going to be playing it with the tokens, with dice and all that stuff. That's going to be great to see the players do that. My one suggestion, the one thing I noticed, and I will be doing, so these character sheets are all on like a very thin glossy paper. That's why it's really hard to pick up on the cameras. They're very glossy. I will be laminating mine just that way the players can actually write on them in washable markers. They're reusable then, so if you are like me and you will possibly be running this for other people, it's good to have this sitting here laminated so you can use them over and over again. And those sheets, like they're really thin. Like they're like super duper thin. So I would definitely laminate them. If they were on cardstock, I would maybe not. but they are thin enough that I'm definitely going to be tossing them through my laminator and getting those sheets ready for the players to try. But yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you so much again to my friends over at Paizo for sending me this free of charge. They're not sponsoring the video. They're not doing anything like that. They just sent me a giant kit with a whole bunch of stuff in there. And I was thrilled to be able to analogically play Starfinder, which is going to be fun. So hopefully we'll see you guys either, like I said, on my Twitch or my YouTube channel when we do live plays of Starfinder. And otherwise, that's it. So please remember to do all those fun things. Remember to subscribe, to hit that like bell, press the button for notifications. Leave me a comment down below if you have played Murder Metal City, or something you might think of picking up, what you think of the adventure. And then otherwise, we will see you all in the next video. And until then, may all your games be full of myth, mirth, and magic. Bye for now.